go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast. If you are on Twitter, hit that link, come over to YouTube and get involved in the comments. Instant match reaction. So we want to know what you think. This stream is all about what you're feeling straight after the game. So come over, and why there's loads on, I'll say it early. Hit that like button on the stream when you come over. Like it and subscribe. Get on it. Instant match reaction. You've got me and Paul here, and we do just literally get your comments up on the screen, what you think. So get your comments up. Tell us what you think. Get your comments up and get moving, because we don't know the meaning of losing. Everton 0, Fulham 0. But the other way round, Fulham 0, Everton 0, because Fulham was at home. Paul, how are you feeling about this? I know you frustrated last game. Are you feeling any better about this one?
Yeah, well, we don't know the meaning of losing. We don't know the meaning of scoring a bloody goal either, do we? So,
Fulham though, do they?
God, so frustrating. Just so frustrating. But yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn. Some bits were a good performance. That game could have been about 7-7. It was ridiculous. They were as wasteful as we were. So I feel different obviously different from the Luton game at the weekend. I'm just still trying to figure out that. So there's positives from tonight, but there's just wasted opportunities, and that's where we'll talk about it, really.
No, there was a lot of wasted opportunity, but both ends. The commentators were saying like the game was 0-0, but it had everything. The crossbar was it in one end, the crossbar was it in the other end, the post was it in the post the other end. Goalkeeper some good saves, goalkeeper some fumbles, some bad misses. It had everything this game, didn't it? It did really have everything, but not a goal.
Not a goal, I know. And there was some cracking defending. What do you think? I tell you what, let's go back to an hour before kickoff. An hour before kickoff, when you saw the lineup, what did you think we were going to do? Because that formation could have been anything at one point.
I was happy with the lineup. I was, because I just thought, you know what, these players are gonna come together, and they're gonna. I didn't think about the lineup and what players are playing where, Paul. I just thought about, are these 11 players gonna give their all in the Everton shirt and try and put a performance that's really hard for Fulham and make us play well? And I do think I can knock them on not being clinical, but I can't knock them on working their asses off today. And I think an away game, we bunched together. There was in it together. I've seen some nice new partnerships. I've seen some positives as well in this game, because one thing I will say straight away is that it was I would have sold Ben Godfrey before this game. I would have sold Ben Godfrey before this game. But after seeing Ben Godfrey this game, I believe that we need to keep him, because he helps, and he still clearly can get stuck in, and he's got those last-ditch tackles. Now, when you've got a thin squad like us, I think Ben Godfrey could be a versatile player, Paul. And I think with Ashley Young in front of Ben Godfrey, I think that's what Ben Godfrey needs sometimes, is a player next to him that's got that experience. And I liked Ashley Young today as well. I thought Ashley Young was fantastic today as well. He was a big player to come back, because when you're struggling and you're near the bottom and your confidence is low and you've just lost against Luton, I think you need experienced players that have been through it all. And although we do slate Ashley Young, I do think that for him to come in today, he put that standard on the players. What do you think on that? Am I babbling?
Well, are we happy with Ashley Young because he's not the last man on that right-hand side?
Yeah. Well, it works better. That's when you think of Inter, Paul. When you think of Inter, they played with a back three, so they had 3 centre backs, and Ashley Young was the wing back. So he was the one that bombed it up and down, and he had an inside centre back to cover him. So he wasn't the last man. And I think today you've seen that with Ashley Young. I think his quality is really good at crossing the ball as well, and I prefer him up top. I liked it today with Ashley Young. He didn't get a yellow card. He didn't really do anything bad. Can you think of anything bad on Ashley Young's performance today?
No, not really. We kept him away from having to be in that situation, didn't we? And so we're making allowances for him, I suppose. But at the same time, there's bodies that we haven't got, and Dan Juma went off injured as well. So that might be another one that we can't use on Saturday. So we kind of are in the situation. We've got to make the best of everyone being, in whatever position or whatever availability they've got. And Ashley Young, I'd much rather have him on the right hand side of midfield than right back, but it doesn't mean that I'd have him at first choice right midfield either.
The squad is so thin now that you start looking beyond things. I think you start to appreciate players that you wouldn't normally appreciate because the squad is so thin. And I think the fact Ashley Young can play right wing, right back, and probably even fill in the central midfield is a big bonus. Another player that I want to give a shout out to, who I thought was really good today, who was in out of position, Dwight McNeil played centre midfield. I mean, none of us would have expected that, would we? Dwight McNeil to play in the centre with James Garner, but I think it was a good move. I was happy with that because he's tidy on the ball. He stayed in position. You could tell it wasn't Dwight McNeil's normal position. He's putting that extra focus in where it's not natural to him. But I thought he was good at the side of Garner, and I thought they clicked quite well and did the job today against the Fulham team that ain't easy. This Fulham team, that was a strong. Fulham had a stronger team than us. I know they'll say there was missing Iwobi and another player, but for me, we was like missing our players on the right back position. We had to compensate there. We was missing a centre midfielder, Onana, which was absolutely massive. So I think we was missing a bit more. Do you, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the lineup, I thought, God, are we going 5? We're going to have Young right side, Miko left side, and then 3 lads, across the middle. But thankfully, no. And like we said in the pre-match as well. I thought that we all thought that would be a mistake. So thankfully, it was 2 banks of it was a bank of 4 and a 5, wasn't it? Really, especially that second half. Because I mean, first half we did have chances, opportunities. Harrison had a great one with his left foot inside the area. I think he tried to hit it too hard, to be honest, curled it wide of the post. But
look at this comment here. We'll get the comments on. Sorry, carry on with what you're saying. I'm just putting that on. I'm trying to get the comments going now as well because we want to get them on the screen. I did think Dwight McNeil could play in that position because he plays there in his football managing team. Fair enough. Don't think it's the same, but he could handle it in that position. Hit the likes. We've only got 4 likes on the stream. If there's 30 people on now, surely we can have 30 likes. And Kieran, we've got to cheer this man up from Twitter. Spurs and City next. Can't see anything. Well, we did have a lot of chances there, didn't we, Paul? Carry on with what you were saying, sorry.
Yeah, it was... I forgot, actually. Now, McNeil being in centre mid threw me. But yeah,
as you said, though, I was trying to figure out, is it going to be 3 centre-backs? But I'm happy it wasn't. I'm really, really happy it wasn't because I feel that would have killed us a little bit. And I couldn't tell where our attackers was, but there was some good presses the first half on Danjuma turning the ball over. And it was nice because it was like a Danjuma, Calvert-Lewin and McNeil attack, wasn't it? It was. I honestly do believe that we had that formation, but the players got told they could rotate because sometimes you'd see Godfrey go up and Young cover him. Sometimes you'd see McNeil go up as his left wing position and then pull in and cover him as well. So it was like a formation where anyone could play anywhere as long as you know that someone's covering you. Do you know get where I'm coming from with that?
There was a lot of that. There was working in pairs, if you like. There was a lot of sort of rotation, defending wise, but that was just good communication. To be fair, when we stopped them getting to the byline, that's when we were better. The problem was that second half we did let them get to that line and then cross it back in. There was a good 20-25 minutes middle of that second half that it just looked as though it was just a matter of time before Fulham actually scored. Anyone who's not seen Pickford's save from one of the headers, Tosin's header, Tosin's header, it was just a cracking save up under the crossbar, just up to his right hand side. Fantastic save, and I thought at that stage it was just a matter of time before they actually got the goal, but we managed to hold on. And then what seemed to happen is that when we did win the ball in midfield, we just got scattered. It was just, as soon as we got it, people go left, right, and just spread out. And then we were hoping that we could create something, but we just didn't. until the very end in that second half, we didn't quite create clear-cut chances. But the bits that that people remember will probably be what happens in the last 3 minutes with Beto.
No, we was having shot. I think Harrison had a shot on target first half. Danjuma had a shot on target first half.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where we counter attack them? Fulham was the better passing team, and they mentioned this on in the commentary, which I know. This is why we're better away, because at home, Everton, what we do at home is we try and do stuff that we can't do because our fans want more at home, in my opinion. So we try and pass the ball and we try and put on more of a show. Where when we go away, we're happy to let Fulham have the ball and we try and catch them out when they've got the ball. And that's why our home form, it said, is probably in the top, with the top 5 team with with away form at the minute. Sorry. So our away form is good. I'm more comfortable, Paul, with us going away than home. I think when we're at home, the fans, the players can feel it. That's nothing on our fans. I just think that's the way the players are, because the fans want more when we're at home. But I think when we go away, fans don't expect nothing. The atmosphere is amazing as well when we're away. And I think we're better when we're away. We've shown it. If you look at our actual form away, it's a lot better.
Well, I mean, tonight as well, we had, what was it, 30% again. It's almost more acceptable when we're away to have less possession. You know, maybe when we're at home, we're being expected to have a higher level of possession. Perhaps that's something that the players aren't very comfortable in having, to be honest. We'd much rather the other team have the ball and then we win it on the halfway line and then break, which is what we seem to do when we're away from home. But when we are at home, maybe there's more pressure to have the team higher up the pitch and try and create things with more possession, and that's something that we don't seem to be doing very well at. The games that we tend to get good results from, we tend to have 30, maximum 40% of the ball.
I agree with you as well. I've seen Emma's comment there saying, it's not letting me scroll up to it, if you could chuck it on, Paul. Emma's comment saying, Luton, though, I'm seriously worried. Now, I wouldn't watch the other results, I really wouldn't. You can only deal with what's in front of you. And I think over time, how many games have we got left, Paul? How many games have we got left?
Not enough.
No, how many is it, though? Just roughly,
what are we on?
Blues,
we played
Blues in the comments.
We've got 16.
When you say it like that, left.
When you say it like that, it's terrifying, isn't it? Bloody hell.
Yeah, I was hoping you said more than that. Sounds scary. I said how many games have we got left to make me feel better, and you just said we haven't got 16, have we? We've got more than that.
No, we haven't. We've played 22, 38 in a season. I'm no maths whiz, but you know.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, you're the stat man. No, I'm not. So you're right. Yeah, we have got 16 games left. But 16 times 3 is
European football.
A lot of points. A lot of points, people. 16 times 3 is a lot of points. So there is a lot of points to play for. And we're not in a bad position anyway. And they are. I reckon Silky, the main man, is going to get a few points back as well. If he does get a few points back, we won't be in the bottom 3. But you can only play with you can only go against what's in front of you. And that Fulham team, for me, is a good team. They was fighting to not go down near the bottom as well. And we was 50-50 with them today. I know they had more possession and stuff like that, but I'd say if you looked at the actual chances, they had quite a few, and we had quite a few, Paul. And
they were
sometimes you need a bit of luck, don't you? Because if we've seen all the videos already, that handball from Robinson.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, his arm is like Onana's is different. Onana's is a sliding and the arm there, so his arms are by his body. This Robinson one, I don't know what his arm's doing. I really do not know what Robinson's arm is doing. If you look at it on Twitter, honestly, it's miles away from his body, and he just knocks the ball like that. Like, do you know where you think you do something stupid in your head and you just hit it? Like, you want to clear it and you don't know what your body's doing. And Robinson, for no reason, has gone like that. He's just gone like that.
Well, no, he's not, has he? He's not gone up that. He's got his. he's definitely
If
not
you
got his
watch the
arms
one on
out by
the
his
one I've just
side.
seen on Twitter, honestly, if you watch it, I don't know whether they're slow mode it or something, but he has just literally
Just
put his
he's
arm.
kind of
Robinson's
got
just put his arm out.
his arm is there, isn't it? It's about out. It's out there, same as this one here. He's basically
Not a
watching the
block
ball.
though, is it, Paul?
He's sticking his arms. He's sticking his arms out at the side because he thinks that it's going to go over the bar, but it hits the bar, comes down, and grazes his hand as well. And the thing was, I think if there was someone within 5 yards of him, I think we might have actually got a shout for it, or certainly got a bit more of a case for it. But there was no one around him to even do anything about it. So I know but it's not like he's blocked it on the line either. It's coming away from the goal. If anything, he helped us get it closer.
Well, that arm is what's took it towards goal. That arm is what's took the ball towards goal. Yeah, that's Robinson's arm. Onana got a handball for arm right next to his face. And by the way, his arms, that's not a natural position. His arms moved towards there. And his arms moved it in towards goal. And then he's cleared it off. So make your own mind up. Is that natural position? And if you watch it, I'm not showing the video because of was getting done on the stream for showing videos and stuff like that. But that's a picture. And is that natural position, Paul? Because we got a penalty given against us for Onana having his hand right near his face.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So
I don't think Onana's was, and I like the the Keane comparisons as well. Very similar in some ways, but the fact that it's dropped down off the crossbar, I don't think.
I'm sorry.
Like Lucy says here, VAR saying it's by his side. If you haven't been scrolling on Twitter, there's some belters tonight. Christ the Redeemer is very popular, like this. So he's got his hands. Got his hands by his side. Freddy Krueger walking down the alleyway with his arms like that. He's got it by his side. So there's some belters, but I just couldn't see us getting a penalty for that, to be honest.
But it says here, look, fans left baffled by VAR Sport Bible. Fans left baffled at VAR explanation for why Everton not given a penalty versus Fulham. I don't know what the explanation is, but that's what they're saying. And like I've just shown you, the picture is it's
a nice red circle for those who aren't sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but come on, seriously, we've been done there. Like, do you know? Always look at the player's face after he's done it, and Robinson's face after he did that. Paul,
can't see it.
Guilty. Well, I ain't got it. That I'm not that good, but I know I've seen it. I'm saying I've seen Robinson's face. I ain't got the. We'd get done for copyright if we actually showed more than pictures. But his face is guilty after that. There is another thing that's amazing was that Pickford save, but I can't show it. But I want to show it because that was just phenomenal. Like, if you, do you know what great, it's instant match.
I mean
reaction. Watch this. Instant match reaction. Watch this.
Oink.
Look at that.
Doesn't even do it justice, to be honest.
Take a bow. No, it doesn't. You can watch it over. Look, it's top bins, and Pickford dives like Free Willy top corner. It's 100%. It's one you don't even expect your keeper to save. You really don't. I honestly don't think a lot of goalkeepers save that. Pickford is that nutter that saves those, isn't he? He does some random crap. Pickford does, and that's why he is number one, just behind Virginia or just in front of Virginia. That is why he's number one. But that was a good save by Pickford.
I was going to say you think we were wasteful? They were even worse. I felt there's plenty of chances that they should have put away. Jimenez in the first half, where he tried to absolutely blast it into the bottom corner. He didn't need to at all. There was a couple of other ones as well. Sort of Pereira had a chance. He scuffed it, and then bobbles off Tarks, I think, and then loops over the bar.
So
Tarkovsky had a chance himself as well, didn't he?
yeah, there was Tarkowski headed one onto Beto's head. That was one chance.
That was
Beto had
that was the one. But Tarks had one in the first half as well, though, didn't he? Where he scuffed it a bit. He was about 8 yards out, and then he scuffed it, and he's gone down into the floor, and then looped up and stuff like that.
And Dan Juma hit one wrong as well. Dan Juma had a really good chance, didn't he? Where he scuffed it instead of he didn't get nothing on it.
It could have been anything, but no, like obviously our luck at the moment, and I've sort of asked that question: is it they're not good enough, or are they a little bit cursed, our lads at the moment? Because when it comes to getting so close to goal, like Beto was tonight, 3 minutes from the end, I mean the corner was perfect. It comes over from James Garner, Tarkowski heads it back across. Beto is 2 yards away from the goal line. It's come at him quick, but his head has then gone over the bar. Do you know what I mean? It's just cursed.
Yeah, I think with the Beto one, he's thought if I get anything on it, he's tried to take the power out of the header, hasn't he? And he's thinking if he gets it anyway, the Beto one has come at him so quick when Tarkowski's headed it to him. It looks like the commentator said it was a crap header by Beto. Don't think it was. It wasn't scuffed or mishit. It's just gone over the crossbar. He's tried to get it down a little bit more.
If he had actually headed it wrong, it would have gone in. The one time he heads it right and he goes over the bloody bar.
He can score them as well. It is confidence. It's cursed and confidence. That's the thing. I've seen in the comments it's cursed. We are cursed and it's confidence. And we spoke to Russ before the game, and this is why it's good to get fans on the opposition on before the game. Russ said they're the same. Fulham are a team that they get into all good positions and they can't score for crap. And they did that loads today. They did us out wide. They did a couple of cutbacks and messed it up. Fulham got into some really good positions where if they was good at attacking, they would have made us pay. But there wasn't. And it was the same with Everton. Everton got in some really good positions. And if we had that composure attacking, like, do you know when you go past a player, say Dan Juma's gone past the player and he just needs to make sure he gets it to Calvert-Lewin's feet for a tap-in. We cross it in and where we cross it bad and it goes to their defence and they clear it. And that's what Fulham did as well. They got past. All they had to do is cross it in and put it to a player's feet so Paulinho could probably knock it in. And they didn't either. So it was two teams that was exactly the same for me today, Paul. We played the same. I know they had more possession, but they would do because they had like a lot of their players in normal positions. But we had like, when you're playing McNeil centre midfield, you're not going to pass it as good, are you? When you're playing Godfrey and Young, I don't think you're going to pass it as good that side either. But there was a lot of positives. There was a lot of positives this game.
I mean,
we do defend good.
To be fair to Russ as well, he said he did say that balls into the area will be their weakness, and
yeah, but the goalkeeper was awful.
Yeah, I mean, and in the corners in the last couple of minutes as well, they were stood on him. Beto was stood right next to him. I just expected the referee to blow for a foul straight away, to be honest, but he didn't give away a foul, and that was our chance. That was just our chance. And the thing as well, because Luton,
I thought it was going to nick it at the end. I did. I was thinking, this is going to be 1-0. Well,
especially
in
after
the last 6 minutes.
Especially after us sort of holding on for that sort of 20-25 minutes, middle of the second half, to then snatch it at the end would have been ideal, because obviously those people who don't know, Luton beat Brighton tonight 4-0. Bizarrely. So that means
Luton ain't that. Chloe said that to me though, Paul. Luton are beating Brighton 4-0. Luton ain't bad. Luton, they ain't that bad, you know. If anything, it shows you that we actually played a better team than what we thought in Luton. Because nobody beats Brighton 4-0, by the way. Nobody. Brighton are not a team that loses 4-0. They're normally really good at possession, good at defending. And where a lot of our fans was fuming about that Luton game, saying we're shit and we've lost against one of the worst teams ever, I think it's disrespect to Luton, because Luton have got a lot of players that are quite good. I don't think they're just because Luton, people look at the stadium and people look at the club and look at what leagues they've been in their journey and they label them on that. But if you actually look at Luton's team, they've got Townsend, which we all know is good. Barkley's playing the best football of his life for them. And they've got loads of other players that work their arse off for Luton. They're no Mickey Mouse team. But I do think that Luton will slow down, so I wouldn't get too scared about that. By the way, there is 40 people on this instant match reaction. Get your comments on, people. Although we drew, we'll still have a bit of music. Yeah, say hello. Get your comments in. Get your comments in. Say hello. There's a bit of music for you tonight. Paul, was you really scared? And in the comments as well, I nearly had a heart attack when Branthwaite nearly come off. Branthwaite.
That would be... It's bad enough when Danjuma went off screaming. But Branthwaite, God, that would be awful. Awful.
No, I just worries me because we said about our players getting injured this game, and they had Diop come off, and we had Branthwaite that looks like he could. You just know, even though Branthwaite didn't come off injured, he did knock his Jarrad's knee then, and he could. I hope that Branthwaite hasn't picked out serious up there. And there was Danjuma as well, but Dobbin come on for him. Danjuma's didn't look good either. When we played a bit of funky jams there was more that come on. So if you can hit that like and subscribe, there's 40 plus on now. We are the Toffee Blue Cats, baby. Let's have a party. Come on. We drew with a weakened team. Let's be positive. And we're ready for Spurs now. So that has made me a lot more confident, that has, Paul, because I think it's Dwight McNeil playing in that position shows me that Sean Dyche has got a little bit of bottle about him, because he's not stubborn. Sean Dyche, he could have easily chucked.
Hang on, what did you just say then? You say Sean Dyche isn't stubborn?
No, I don't think he is, because I'm seeing a bit of change in Sean Dyche, because normally Sean Dyche would have just chucked Michael Keane in there, mate. He would have played 3 centre-backs and chucked Michael Keane in there.
Well, and it's funny you say that, actually, because where is he? I did see... Oh, yeah, there he is. Blues wants him up front. Genuinely. He used the word genuinely.
Yeah, he probably would have scored that Beto chance, wouldn't he? He probably would have scored that Beto chance, yeah.
So it's a fair shout.
No, I get it, Mike. Yeah, but it's just... I honestly do think that we have got to go through the motions with these players because we haven't been that good. And football's football. It's a confidence game. And I don't think we're far away, Paul, from having a really good result. We could have done it today. There's a couple of chances. You just need the ball. Once you score, we just can't get goals at the minute. But I think if the ball would have gone in the back of the net this game, you might have gone on to see Fulham come at us and go and score 2-3 goals. And we could have won 3-1. Do you know what I mean? That is football. And it's the same if Fulham would have scored. They might have gone on to score more.
We've got a gunner in the house. Everyone welcome. Probably want us to win at the weekend because we've got Spurs. So, Chemix, let us know what you think. How are we going to beat Spurs on Saturday? Do you think we've got a chance? Because we could do with a win. Bloody hell, we could do with a win. And we nearly had Garner play back. He nearly got his private jet. And he nearly came down to Fulham, didn't he?
Well, Garner he's out now. And I do believe he'll be playing next game. And that's what I thought to myself this game. I don't know what you think in the comments. Let me know. I thought to myself, this game, Paul, we've got to just bandage up, put some players out that we wouldn't normally play them in the position they're in, and just try and make sure that we get something out of this game. And I was happy with the way they did that today. They all fighted for the badge today. And I know sometimes we let Fulham in, but Fulham are a good team. And I just think for us to go away and not let Fulham win and get a draw, and if it would have gone our way, we could have snipped the win at the end. But I can't moan at them today. I really can't. With the way our away form was under Lampard, Paul, We had no mentality when we went away. We went to an away ground like we would today, Fulham's ground, and that the home team would completely boss it, and we'd concede and crumble and get battered, and our confidence come home with our confidence knocked. We've gone to Fulham's ground and we've took back a point. And I know you want the 3 points, but at the end of the day, when you've got that many injuries, like McNeil playing centre midfield, and we haven't even got a right winger. We're playing with Ashley Young right wing with Godfrey behind him. So a lot of players out of positions there, and to still be able to get the draw against Fulham, who really wanted to win, by the way, because they've not been playing well as well. And Fulham played well against Liverpool in the cup, and Fulham beat Arsenal. Fulham ain't no mugs. Not no mugs. Beat Arsenal, they did. And I just think I'll take that, Paul. I'll take that. I will take it. Are you happy with that? You seem a bit happier.
Yeah. I mean, if say we managed to beat Spurs, for example, and then you look at it sort of in context.
How many shots on target?
With a couple of draws and things like that. Shots on target tonight, we managed to get 3. Hang on.
3?
Out of 21.
3 shots on target, baby! 3 shots on target! We're going places. 3 shots on target! You know
what as well, though?
3 shots.
Fulham had 25 attempts, only 6 on target. So you can, both teams were shockingly wasteful. Awful wastage up front, really. Just hitting it too hard. Harrison on his left foot didn't even need to blast it as high as he did. Could have curled it in the bottom corner. Jimenez for them could have put it easily in the goal. People are just trying to smack it too hard, to be honest. Danjuma got through. He came inside on his right foot. Thought he was going to put that in over the bar. It was just wasteful. So on another day, they all fly in and everyone says it's the best Premier League game ever. But not the way we're shooting at the moment. I was going to say, what did you? I was going to say, out of 10, I just asked that question for a few people. What would you give us tonight then, out of 10, performance-wise?
I think tonight I'd give us out of 10. Get it involved in the comments. What would you give? It's a good question, that is. What would you give Everton's performance tonight out of 10? I would give it a 6.5. I don't want to say 7 because 7's close to being really good, but I would give it a 6.5. And that's me being really critical. I feel bad saying 6.5, but we did let them have a lot of chances where they should have scored, so I can't go 7. But I will go 6.5 on knowing that we didn't have our best players, did we, Paul, today? And I think they did as much as they could with the squad that we had today. What's yours?
Yeah, I would. I'm torn. Like you say, I'm torn.
The Blues has gone higher than me.
I am torn between 6 and 7, to be fair. Just because, like you say, we were missing a few players, but there were key moments that we defended really well. We were fortunate to get away with not conceding in some cases, but we just weren't clinical up front. So, but as a unit, we defended quite well. We worked hard. Yeah, touching a 7, a low 7. I would say.
Sometimes it's not nice to be letting them have the chances they had, but it's nice to actually stop it at the end. Do you know what I mean? Like that Ben Godfrey one where we shouldn't be letting them cross the ball in like they are. It shouldn't even get to that scenario. But at least when they do cross it in a dangerous position, we don't just give up and Godfrey gets in front of the player and just slides it out. And there was Branthwaite as well. There was a moment where Branthwaite, we shouldn't be letting ourselves struggle in our own box like we're doing. But when we are struggling in our own box, Branthwaite then sliding in, just nicking it off their feet. And that's a no give up for me. Like, don't give up. Like, fight to get the result. And that shows me that the fighting for us, Paul, that does. And you probably wouldn't be defending with everything we've got like that if we had a better, stronger midfield. But because the midfield is a bit weaker, I feel we did have to do a couple of last-ditch tackles and stuff today. Branthwaite, Godfrey, Young, Tarkowski as well. It's not nice to see, but defenders love that, don't they, Paul? They love the sort of defending that we did to get that draw at the end. And Pickford, although it's not good as well, we shouldn't be making Pickford relying on him to pull off an incredible save. But that's what he loves as well. Pickford loves making those saves. They all played the part, didn't they, today? They all played the part, apart from the attackers being more clinical. But I think that's something we're going to have to wait for, because confidence is really low in our attackers at the minute. Really low.
You've got a defensive line up there that literally throw themselves in front of the ball all the time. So they'll do all they can. I do love the fact that Lucy says was asking was Cher on the bench. Although to be fair, later on she did say Schmitty. Schmitty was on the bench. Don't know why he's not a big fan of making subs, is he? To be honest, old Sean. But I can understand why Schmitty didn't come on. You know, you kind of got to, if it's 0-0, it's tight. He probably didn't want to bring Dobbin on, to be honest. He only got on because
Dyche isn't. Right, Dyche isn't going to turn his back on Beto. Dyche isn't going to stop believing in Beto. Beto's only been here for so long, and he's not confident either. And Beto's got chucked on now, where we're desperate for goals. He's not got brought in where we're confident and we're winning, and he can just add to it. It's kind of like there's a lot of pressure on Beto, and Dyche isn't just going to say, Beto, right, we'll sign you for 25 million. I'm going to give up on you after you haven't played well 1 or 2 games. Yeah. He's not going to do that. Schmitty is the younger kid. Schmitty is the future. We all know that. Yes, he's played good in the under-21s, but what if Schmitty plays and he's not good then, and we're on to him as well? I honestly don't think that Dyche is going to turn his back on Beto. He didn't bring him on till the last 10 minutes, Beto, but he gave Calvert-Lewin a chance. Whoever we play up front at the minute, Paul, I think they're going to struggle. But Beto didn't get that much service, did he? Well,
I think we might struggle even more if we brought Mopé back, young trash lord. I'm sorry, but
well, he is flying. He's smashing goals in. Everyone is on Everton's side. Even Paddy Power has said yes. Antonio Robertson has handballed it on the line, but we've checked the club badge.
Yeah,
and it's Everton, so we've not given it. So everyone that has to go for you sometimes, and that's what we do need. You know, Paul, we do need just something to go for us. We need that bit of luck. Arnold Danjuma has tweeted saying thanks to the fans for travelling, so he might be okay. And he's put up loads of pictures, so he enjoyed getting a full game there. I enjoyed watching Danjuma today. I really did. I don't think he did himself. I know he could have probably scored, but I definitely seen him work his arse off and try and fight for us. For a player that's been linked to move, he didn't look like he's not arse, did he? He probably looks like he could help us this season. And that was a massive positive for me, Paul, Danjuma, because I thought he looked dangerous. He can run past players. He looked something different that we needed, a bit of speed, where he run at him down that middle like I asked for in the pre-match.
Yeah, he is. He's got a touch of class about him. Unfortunately, he just doesn't do it enough. But maybe that's a confidence thing, or he's just not got plays around him because he kind of runs past everyone and away from people. But we just need a goal to kind of go for us, don't we? And it's one of those things where you think,
look at this.
If we score one, then we'll score a few. You know,
I'll risk the stream. I'll risk it.
From that coming off the bar, no one near him.
I don't get why he's done that. I really don't get why he's done that.
He thinks he's going over the bar, I reckon. He's got his hands out.
Robinson.
Hey, look at that. Oh, no.
What I'm saying to you is the ball hasn't come at him. The ball hasn't come at Robinson all of a sudden. He's ran towards it and got it with his arm. Like, I'm sorry, Paul, but that is... Look, he got... No way. Look, he's ran towards it and you're running towards it and you think, what am I going to clear it with? And he hits it with his hand. So he's got all the time into the world to think, what am I going to get on this ball now? Look, Robinson's running, what am I going to get on it? And he hits it with his hand. That's what I'm saying to you, Paul. Like, look, watch. But it's just so stupid. You can't not give that.
Well, like Kev says, do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I mean, if even Paddy Power are making jokes about us not getting stuff, it's obvious to everybody.
It's so bad.
It's obvious
so bad. Look at that.
I couldn't actually tell you who was on VAR tonight, to be honest, but I could probably guess.
That's so bad. Right, so look, the ball's going in the goal, right? And he hits it with his hand to stop it from going in the goal.
I
That
wish
is
he
so
punched
bad.
it in.
He could have knocked it in because he don't know what he's doing, look. The only reason the ball hasn't bounced in the goal is because he's put his hand out to stop it, look. And it stops it. It delays it because it nearly goes in anyway. Because the ball is like halfway in the goal when they do the VAR. So his hand has made it only halfway go in the goal. Otherwise, it would have been in the goal. So I know it looks like we're clutching straws and we're desperate, but come on, Paul. We need an Everton team that's been struggling to score. I honestly do believe the referee's just got to give us a penalty there. I do think we need a penalty there. I really do. That's just ridiculous. But
This is your kind of
I'm
joke, Dave. Emma said that she'd rather have Cher so she could turn back time when we were less shite.
I was listening to Cher actually in my car earlier on when I went food shopping.
I'm absolutely
Do
not
you
surprised.
believe in love after love?
I'm not
I
surprised.
can feel something inside me say. No, that handball is crazy. I'm sorry, that is a crazy handball, people. But
If you sing it yourself, it's not copyright, is it?
yeah, well, I think it still is. You know, if you sing it really good, and I'm a really good singer, so it probably could be. The Blues score prediction. What was the Blues score prediction?
I think he said 1-1 like me. Yeah, I think we both
Yeah,
went
you
1-1.
both said 1-1. You did mention
But
0-0. You said you
someone
said
did
you
say
wanted to
0-0.
say you said you wanted to say 0-0, but you thought you was being too miserable
Well, that's
by
it. I
saying
think
there'd
I
be no
said
goals in the
2-1
game.
for Fulham, but yeah.
When
But someone
people
did
started
say
saying in
0-0.
the
We'll have
comments,
to.
Paul, well, yeah, we need to find out who it is. But when people did saying in the comments we wouldn't score, you goes, well, I did. Well, you thought 0-0, didn't you, Paul? A little bit, I could tell.
I was being optimistic, I thought.
Well, you're happy now then.
A point.
You got a draw. What you
Right.
asked for? Yeah, you got a draw.
I know.
I know you was thinking you was going to lose, but you went positive and said draw. The Blues, he said draw, and he said he'd be happy with a draw. A draw, a game away against Fulham, a draw. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. The Blues
I
have
think
said,
Danjuma
what's it say
being
there?
the. I think Danjuma being the. Just hang on a sec. I think Danjuma being the Brett Angel of Everton couldn't hit a barn door. I think it's probably a bit harsh, to be fair. Anyone who watched Brett Angel back in the day. So I think Danjuma is a step above that.
Brett
At least one.
Brett Angle.
Brett Angle, morning Angle.
I don't think no
Yeah,
one can hit. I don't think no one can hit a barn door at the minute though. And it
no.
wasn't. You can't just think to yourself, "Oh, it's just Everton," because we've seen Fulham miss a lot of chances the same today. It can happen to anyone.
I agree with that.
Jimenez has scored loads of goals, and today that chance that Jimenez had where he put it wide of the post, you think, what the heck? And then the header that they had at the end, the striker that had the header straight down the middle of the goal to Pickford, right in the middle.
Muniz, yeah.
Yeah, Muniz, right down the middle, straight into Pickford's hands. So we're not the only team that have players that miss absolute sitters. I just think football, it either goes for you, don't, Paul, doesn't it? And today we played well. The performance was good, but we just didn't score, did we? We didn't score. Right, people, we've been getting your comments on the screen. We do instant match reaction to see what you think and try and interact with you. There's been quite a few on. There's been gone up to 40, 50 Everton fans that have come on. That's it, I think. That's it. There's no goals to talk about. I can't believe there wasn't goals.
Who would you have as your man of the match? Because lots of people didn't watch the game tonight because they couldn't see it.
Lee from the Bullens. You know Lee
Aye.
from the Bullens, don't you? He actually said about man of the match, and he got loads of crap for saying man of the match because apparently it's player of the match. So,
you know what? I thought that when I was typing this, and I'm going to bloody put it on, and I put that on. I was thinking, someone going to tell me off for that?
That's just stupid. Oh, I'm grassing him up. Paul has just said, man of the match. And it's not man of the match. It's player.
Apologies.
No, I would say
Sorry,
man of the match
everybody.
as well. Can't believe Lee got that much stick for that. It's funny, but well, it's not funny that he got stick. I thought it was pathetic, but at the end of the day, the Blues, as just said, man of the match as well. So I'm calling the Blues out as well. Blues, it's player of the match.
Player of
Apparently,
the match.
player. I don't like to give a player of the match when we don't win, but go on, you go first. I'm thinking now. I'm trying to get the game go through my head. Player of the match is in the comments, people. Or man of the match. Player of the match.
I'd probably give. I'd probably say Tarkowski or James Garner, to be honest. Yeah. A couple of the midfielders you could give. But 0-0, keeping a clean sheet. Pickford, obviously, a couple of great saves in there. But probably Tarkowski. Yeah, I see. You know what? It's not just what the Blues said. But yeah, I'd probably go for one of those two, to be honest. James Garner or Tarkowski. I'd probably say Tarkowski with it being 0-0.
I tell you who was the man of the match for me, and I think the problem is he's that good that a lot of people they've got used to it now, and they don't give him credit he deserves because he does it every week in, week out. Man of the match was Branthwaite by an absolute mile for me, absolute mile, because some of the blocks that he did and some of the runs and stuff like that. I think Branthwaite. I just think he's that good when he does those last minute, because he did a slide tackle as well, didn't he? Where they was running down our side, and Branthwaite just got the slide tackle in to slow the break down. And I just think we're used to Branthwaite being that incredible, but he is, honestly, Paul. Branthwaite is the best centre back. I'll get crap for this. I know I don't go as far back as some others because I've not watched Everton for as long as some. But Branthwaite is the best centre back, Paul, I've ever seen play for Everton. What do you think on that?
Well, only you know that, mate.
No, how good do you think he is,
But
though? How good do you think Branthwaite is? Because
at this stage, I think he's really good.
Real.
I think his potential is absolutely massive. To be honest, is he there yet? Not totally. And I think it's Pog. Are we going to call it? We're not calling it man of the match. We're going to call it Pog from now on. Who's your Pog?
Pog.
Pog, player of the game,
Cool?
I guess.
Oh yeah, I thought player of the match, and that's what got me. Obviously, player of the game. Yeah, I get it now.
Who knows?
So we've got to call it Pog.
Who knows? But yeah, he's massive potential. I think because he's next to Tarkowski as well, I think that's really comfortable for him.
It's making him grow. It's making him grow a lot.
It's going to be the next step when someone else is alongside him. Maybe if someone younger comes in eventually or whatever, or again when Tarkowski's out and Branthwaite has got to
bit cold.
Be the stronger centre back, then that's when his next test will come. Hopefully, we keep him long enough to be able to find that out.
No, it's just what I see with him. Like, I used to be a left winger, but when I got older, I ended up playing centre back sometimes. And Branthwaite is just everything is just so clean. He makes it look effortless when he tries to turn the ball over. When he does the clearance headers, he reads the game so well. Branthwaite does. He's just in the right positions. You know where some crosses come in, and he'll just get that flick to nudge it off the attacker's head last minute because he knows where the ball's going. Yeah. And that's the difference. And I think this is what Ben Godfrey struggled with. Ben Godfrey hasn't got the football brain. He's an athlete. And if he had the football brain, Ben Godfrey would be absolutely incredible because he is a really good athlete. But Branthwaite, he's got the football brain. He's big. He's going to get stronger. He's good on the ball. He's got everything, Paul. That's what I say. Probably me getting excited, but I've never seen someone with so much potential. So let's just put it like that. I've never seen a player. Like, I knew Stones was good, but I think Branthwaite's going to be even better. I really do. So I hope we keep hold of Branthwaite. I do think he's really good.
I was going to say, when Blues said this, that was something I wondered at the time when he went down, because we were under the cosh a bit then as well. So that actually just slowed the game right down. So I wonder whether Woney just, gave him a bit of a wink or just said, Jarrad, are you all right? Are you sure? You're looking a bit flush. Have a lie down. Because that few minutes when he was actually getting a bit of treatment just calmed everyone down just for a little while, and I think it did help us, to be honest.
It was a bad tackle, though. I get what the Blues are saying, but if you actually watch the tackle, he got his knee crunched because I thought he was going to snap his knee. But it was good timing, like you say. It was probably a time we needed a little bit of break in the game. Football's crazy, though, because you go... This is why you have to stick at football and stay behind your team, because when you watch that game, there was a patch where you think Everton are going to score. I want more of it. And then there was a patch where Fulham was on top for about 20, 30 minutes when they come out the second half. And then the last 6 minutes, Everton looked like it's only Everton that could win the game and that we've dominated the game all the way through with corner after corner, whipping balls in. And if you watch, this is why, if you watch that Everton game there and you come into it, 90 minutes, you'd say, wow, Everton have battered Fulham. If you watched it like 60th minutes, you'd say, oh, Fulham have been all over Everton. Everton can't even get the ball. If you watched it 20 minutes in, you'd say Dan Juma's looking like he's going to score. It was a game of patches, wasn't it? And I think we was both on top in our patches, but just didn't take the chances when we was on top.
Yeah, well, that was it. And it was just, I think we maybe had the best chance right at the end. I think that's the bit that they'll kind of they'll look at.
The chance at the end was like, from what I can remember of it, because this is instant match reaction, Beto scuffed it. So Beto's kicked it and Beto scuffed it. And then when Beto scuffed it, because he scuffed it, it's not gone in the back of the net. Then it's hit a player and bounced off the player that Beto scuffed onto. Then it's gone behind Beto to Godfrey. Then Godfrey's gone to smack it. And Godfrey smacked it at Beto because Beto's not been able to get out of the way because he's just scuffed it. So, it was a team that was desperate to score. And yeah, it was irritating because if you got that win, 3 points would have been massive. But I'm happy with a point. I'm happy with a point there. I'll take that. With the lineup that we had, a lot of Everton fans would have said we was going to get battered. And I think a point and then go into the Spurs game with Garner Gay back. I think Garner Gay will be back, hopefully.
Straight away.
There is a lot of positives because I don't mind, and I know, Paul, you might be different. I don't know how you feel. You tell me now. I don't mind playing Godfrey and Young again on that right-hand side if we still have got injuries down that side, because I preferred the combination of Godfrey and Young in front of him than Young playing right back. I didn't see it as a bad combination for a makeshift thing whilst we've got injuries. Do you know what I mean? If Coleman's not fit, Coleman might be back, though. We just had to grind this game out until our players are back. And I do feel that was a good little grindy game, that was, where we got the draw away, which is a good result. Remember to hit the like. 14 likes. Let's have a look how many likes are on. Let's get some music before we end. When I put music on, people like the stream. So when I put music on now, look, you ready? We'll get some likes and subscribe. How many likes have we got, people? How many likes have we got?
I don't know. I can't see.
Let's have a look.
I'm not sure how you actually see from here. I can start to see. And he left me with the music. There we go. That's better. Oh dear.
Got rid of the DJ.
Did you find out? Did you?
No, well, he just got rid of me. He just said reload. It got rid of the DJ.
Hazrat said 14 as well.
I didn't actually go off to check the likes. I got off because my whole computer shut down.
Fair enough.
It shut down like last time. It said you've gone off the channel now, and then I thought, oh, has the channel completely gone down? But no, Paul is still in the building. keeping the
We're
channel
still
going.
here.
13 likes. So I've just liked my own stream now. 14. So come on, there's 26 on. 14 likes. Let's see 26 likes and we'll go. So 26 likes, 26 likes to get rid of us. 26 likes and hit some subscribes and make this instant match reaction worth it because you can be with us before and after the games. So let's have a look. 15 likes. Come on.
Going up.
24. Come on, 15 likes, people. Get on it. Let's put some music on for you.
You know, you were saying about Young and stuff playing, Young and Godfrey. If it's Spurs, I don't know what Son's situation, Son fit, because it would be Son or Richarlison, you'd imagine, from that left-hand side. So it would be them up against Godfrey. Richarlison against Godfrey.
Yeah, I know.
Richarlison
won't
against
like coming up.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, Richarlison won't like coming up against Godfrey.
Not again.
That's why I said, do you know what? I actually fancy us this Spurs game because Spurs are miles better than us, and there'll be a lot of pressure on Spurs to beat us, and it'll all be on them. We're not expecting anything really. I know that sounds bad, but we probably think Spurs are going to beat us, and I like to be in that position. I like to be the underdog sometimes, Paul. I like to be the underdog, and I just think Spurs will come at us because they need to win because they're in that sort of league position, and we can catch them out. They've got Richarlison, but who have we got, Paul, if he ain't injured? Danjuma. Danjuma could be a good player for Spurs if he's not injured. Danjuma could be a good one. Right, let's see how many likes are on this stream. 15 still. 15.
16.
Play a nice slow song now for you. I said 15.
To the city streets,
Come on.
we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings.
We rise like tall buildings.
Yeah, Everton plays support. Sounds a bit like Everton with Rise.
The night's young, and it's
I know
just
young.
begun. As she puts her
young,
hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light. Pull the stars from the sky, just
wanna chase the
two
lead.
hearts running wild. Never safe,
Points
never
coming back.
stop.
You know the lyrics.
Every shot from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
What it's saying is two hearts running wild. It's saying like our hearts and Everton. Our hearts and Everton as a heart. Two hearts running wild. That's what it's saying. Easy, come on, baby. Hit that like button. Hit that like.
It's down.
Yes.
It's on.
DJ Dan is in the building. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let us go. We're not going until we've got 20 likes, people. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. Otherwise, we're going to be here DJing all night. We're on 18. Hazard has said we've got 18. Let's do this. What the fuck is happening here? Let's do this. Come on. It's good because none of these songs are copyright, but I can only get bad songs. They only give me the
Right,
songs
right, Lulu. Right.
Otherwise, it'll be copyright. Right, let's see how many likes we've actually got on this now. I presume we're getting near 20. There's 26 on.
To be
I
honest,
can't
Dan,
believe people.
We've just gone up by 6 viewers just because
Well,
you're playing music. Poor Lulu's
No,
dying.
look,
Ears are bleeding.
it's just. Do you know what? It's like
Losers give up and gone home.
we're on 18. We're on 18. We're 2 away. Later, folks. 18.
Cracking.
We're going to hit 20, and then we're shooting 20. Right, Paul. To end it,
Yeah.
what I was going to say to you now is we just said who we think the best player was. Who do you think the worst player was for Everton today before we end it?
The worst, let's say Stuart Barlow.
Yeah, I thought he's pretty bad. I thought Tom Davis was bad today, to be fair.
Hey, what's happened with Tom Davis's head?
Tom Davis.
Tom Davis?
Tom Davis? Who's Tom Davis?
Tom
Is that the guy with the bald head? Tom Davis.
He looks as though he's done stretch inside and then he's come out and got a job.
And he looks cute though, doesn't he? In a weird way, with his hair cut off.
No, he looks anything but. He doesn't look cute at all, does he?
He doesn't look like a hard man with a shaved head, does he? So it's a bit like Tom Davis. He just looks like. I feel sorry for him because a lot of people are ripping him, saying, "Oh, Tom Davis, what you done to your hair and stuff like that," and he's probably thinking he looks cool. Tom Davis probably thinking, "You know what? I shaved this and it suits me," because he's had long hair for all his life, and he probably, I don't know. Sometimes I did it myself. I had long hair. When you cut it off, you regret it. I think when I cut mine off, it probably made me look a bit better because I probably looked like, I don't know what I looked like with long hair, but there you go. Still on 18. Still on 18. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. And 566 subscribers. 566. We've got to get to 570 surely. So we're on 566 subscribers.
Have you liked it?
What?
Have you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it to try and help it get to 20, but
so did I. We're on 19, Dan. Dan, we're on 19.
19!
We're on 19!
Come on! They want us gone. They want us gone. Normally you'd think 19 because people like the stream. Well, the only reason you want likes is because someone might actually rewatch this. So we're on 19. We're nearly there, and we're giving you the party night. So we're on 19. Come on, people. Here we go. 19. We need one more, and we're ending this show. Instant match reaction. Everton.
I like Trevor now.
Fulham. Come on. Don't tease me. There's a lot on the street. There's 31 people. If 31 people like it, we'll be on 31. I can't even get 20 to like it. Come on. This now, right? Let's have a look. I'm presuming after blasting tunes out like that, DJ Dan would have got 20 likes on the stream, and we can end it. Let's have a look at the comments now. Hit the like buttons. Look at that. You can't have. This is why I love this channel, Everton fans. So we get to connect to you, and you're pushing the channel for as well. So you've got people out here. Look, right. That's amazing. Don't ever get the Spartan. Don't ever get the Spartan back out. Don't ever get the unicorn. Right. Here we go.
See you, Emma. Don't worry, I'm going to kick Dan off in a minute. We just need someone phone a relative and just get them on YouTube just to get a like so we can get this 20th.
Do you know what though? I'm that much of a determined Everton fan, Paul. I feel like I don't want to give up on this. Like I know it's. Is there 20? Is there 20?
It's 19 I've got here at the minute.
Probably gone down. Everyone will unfollow it, so you'll be here all night. Everyone will unfollow it. Well, I can guarantee someone will like it after we
We'll be one of those spaces that'll just be on for about 5 hours, and you go to bed and you wake up in the middle of the night and it's still going.
Well, I'm just going to say, you stay on for an hour now, Paul. So I'll leave you on. I'll go and do a few chores. And then I'll come back in an hour, and then we'll get Jamie on for an hour, and we'll go live for 24 hours until we actually hit 20 likes, just to get this one person to like it.
I was going to say, phone Jamie. Phone Jamie, or get Paul Cass on here. I mean, even Eugene's going now. This is how much you've taken advantage of our poor audience.
Bye. And up the top is, there we go. There's going to be 20 now, I can guarantee. We're gonna have to leave it on 19 people. It's 27 on. Hit that like button. We're on 19 likes. Hit that like button. Who did you say the worst player was then? Really, seriously? You don't want to say?
Seriously? No, it's probably Ash, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone who had a really bad game, to be honest.
Do you think
Why,
we need to?
who would you have said?
No, I can't say anything bad about anyone. Like Pickford,
everyone
did. Yeah, everyone did their own little bit. I thought Mikalenko didn't have a game like he normally has, but he didn't shine like he normally does. But he didn't do anything majorly bad. We just let them down the flanks a little bit, didn't we? But
Dan,
20. 21! Right, people. Sorry about that. You know what I'm like? I'm a stubborn little shit, and I wanted to hit that 20 likes. I know probably people think I'm going now because this guy's a knobhead. But at the end of the day, 21 likes was just a bit of fun. There you go, 20, 21. And it's just like a space anyway, this channel is. We kind of like to just keep you hanging. So we might not have scored, but we did it 21 likes, and the stream might go about now, and all the Everton players might see it. Up the top is everyone. I might be getting the Everton physio one. I have got to just email him what we're looking on talking about. But yeah, we'll look to get the guy that's doing the runs, Paul. What's his name again? Sorry.
Oh, is it? Can't remember. I don't want to say because I might get it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, the Everton physio that's doing runs for the charity for his brother. We'll have him on if we can. I think give him a shout out and tell him how good he's doing and stuff like that. So we might be looking to get him on as a guest next. That'll be the next one. Up the top is everyone, though. We're going to end the stream now. Thank you, everyone. Hit the likes. Bring on Spurs. Bring on Spurs. That's all I'm saying. Bring on Spurs.
Do it.
Here we go. Can't get enough, can we?
Well then, everyone.
Never really know
Hit that like.
what's